Hello again everyone, Deflect here, Firm But Fair Gaming. Just wanted to bring you a video showcasing a couple things. This will be just what to do when you log in. As you can see, there's a bunch of weekly different things you can pick up from the priority mission. The priority mission is at the table in the Imperial Fleet. I went to the east and it's right here, the right side going down the tunnel. And you can see there is a ton of priority missions that you can grab. Mission resets, it tells you, you get your weekly Flashpoint 1 for veteran and the different selections here, and your uprising. So that is available at your priority mission terminal, and that is just on the fleet. I just want to throw that in there just before I did one of the loadout videos. So loadouts, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. Just that way you won't miss a new video coming out, and it really helps me out with the subscribe button. So if you can subscribe to the channel, I will definitely be bringing lots more Star Wars content. So don't forget to hit that like, share, and comment below. We'll get into the loadouts. So loadouts, I feared one thing, and my fear did come true. They do have to have the equipment in your inventory to load a loadout. Which is going to cause all sorts of problems because you are only allowed 80 inventory slots currently, and if you have 6 loadouts for all 6 specs you can run, that is going to be a lot of gear. Hopefully the majority of it will double up so you won't need that much, but again, it is a ton of stuff you have to carry on you if you want to have loadouts for each specific one to optimize each class. Not saying some don't double up, but some definitely do not double up. So it is quite a bit of gear you'll have to carry along with different tacticals for different situations and all that. So there's my 2 cents about the loadout problem with carrying it on you. How to use loadouts is another thing. So once you've selected your second combat style, and if you haven't or don't know how to do that, I will put a link in the description on how to do it on your second combat style. Very easy to do. They made it so you can change it starting at level 1, which is very nice. Downfall is you are locked in for your character. You cannot change it again. So as you know, you have 2 different combat styles and 3 disciplines per combat style. Now the loadout is very nice because the loadout changes everything. It changes, what abilities are where and all that good stuff. It also changes your gear and your combat style to the one you were doing. So you can see you have a ton of loadouts you can create. You can create loadouts for every one of your little disciplines. Every one of those can have a different loadout. You can actually, I believe you have, what do you have, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 loadouts. You can have 4 extras. You can have actually like AoE loadouts, and then you could have single target loadouts as well, as long as you're able to change gear where you are. It will save your abilities that you've selected, so you can have solo content loadouts, and you can have loadouts if you want to do flashpoints, so you can have different loadouts for that as well. Very nice system to have loadouts. The downfall is having to have all the gear on you, but anyways, I said my piece on that. Anyway, very easy to use. So if you want to go to your loadouts, you select one. All you have to do is pick loadout 1 that you want to use, activate it, and that will change your combat proficiency or combat style and discipline. So on my first one, my loadout is a pyrotech. I haven't set up the buttons. I was just working on that because they have changed all the classes, and I will have to make some new builds and new build videos, but I digress. Anyways, it's that easy to change. It will change your whole button layout, all your button setups, where you have everything, and it will save them for you under the loadouts. It will change all your gear, all your weapons, all your accessories as well. It will, if you have selected them, it will definitely change all your abilities, so your abilities that you get to pick as well. Now, the one, it is very nice for that. It's, it does take a second to switch over, but you can see it's lagging pretty hard today because everyone jumped on. It's not usually this laggy, but it is today, and it is with every first launch day on patches. So you just kind of get used to that. But you can then switch. If you want to switch, it does ask you, changing this will update your current loadout. So if you don't want to update your current loadout and want to switch your discipline, you have to go and create a new loadout. You can name it whatever you want, create it, Loadout 3. It doesn't matter what you call it. As long as you create a new loadout, then you can switch your discipline and your old loadout will be saved. That way all your buttons are saved, all your abilities are saved, and you don't have to worry about anything else like that. If you don't want to switch your discipline, just hit the cancel button. That's easy enough. It will also change, you know, it changes everything from your gear to your outfit to your combat style to your discipline. Everything is saved under the loadout. So everything here is saved. And I believe you can then have your tank set, or your your companion set up to whatever spec you like, which is also nice. You can have it set up for a tank for one loadout, a damage for one loadout, heal for one loadout, whatever you prefer. That is the nice thing about loadouts, and it will come into play huge when you have gear for all of your loadouts and whatever one you're playing. If you're, you know, playing multiple characters, this will come in very, very helpful because you'll be able to save the loadout, and if you tend to swap gear in between, if you want to share gear with your characters, you still can. By all means, you still can. I'm too lazy to do that, but you definitely can, and you'll just have to put it in the mailbox. It will not change your loadout, but once you put the gear back on or in your inventory, then it will apply it. So if you don't have the gear in your inventory, you can load the loadout. It just doesn't apply the gear. It'll just be a red slot. So very easy to do. Loadouts are very easy to use. Just remember, it will change everything from, you know, combat styles and discipline and abilities. So I have one operative one set up, and I have one power tech one set up so far. I'll be making a bunch more loadouts for this guy and having them all ready to go when the time is needed for them. If you have any questions on the loadout section, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. And this was Deflect, Firm but Fair Gaming. We'll see you in the next video.